Exactly.
So it does look like I have 2 tanks, and I have taken a Marauder, to kind of take on those Thors. And the Marauders do good damage and are good, protectors of my siege tanks. And it does look like this Thor will go down.
There
And
we
I did
go.
save my Vikings, so it's actually a pretty good move.
Very nice. Both Vikings survived. A little bit of damage on them, but nothing a couple SCVs can't fix.
Yeah, so at this point I should be moving out with my expansion and setting it up, and I am... Okay, there we go.
Just as you're saying it, man, it's going up. You know your own builds.
Yeah, it does look like the blue Terran has put down his expansion and is being very aggressive with a lot more Thors, and I am actually trying to get Thors of my own out to battle his Thors, because siege tanks, I've realized, don't cut it on a straight fight against Thors. They're just not cost effective, and it doesn't work out.
Exactly. Sends them all the way halfway across the map and then sends them back. There we go, picking them up.
So he picks up 2 more Thors, and I am putting down supply depots around my perimeter of my base to hopefully catch Thors being taxied in before it's too late and they start raping my economy.
Exactly. Now something that Truth could be doing is, again, sending those Vikings out to start looking around for these things, because this one medvac right here, very low on HP.
Yeah.
So another shell, that's a Thor and a medvac gone down for cheap.
Yeah, it does look like he's going to come down and we'll notice my expansion and we'll probably destroy it or just float into my main SC. Oh, these transferring SCVs are not in a good place right now.
Ow.
Yeah,
Ow. And all those SCVs go down, shelled and destroyed.
Yeah, this was quite a blunder. I should have moved my... And I do take out his medvacs, actually, so now these Thors can't run away. If I move my tanks closer to my ledge, I can trap these Thors and take them out. And he did, really severely kill my economy. If you look at the income tab, he is now ahead in harvester count because he did massacre a whole bunch of them. I am floating away that, and this tank siege up a little bit too late. The Thors do move out of range. I do have my own Thor out, so hopefully I can lure him back to battle my tank and my Thor. And I do have an SCV on that Thor, so that Thor does have a slight advantage, even though it's a 2-on-1. So yeah, it looks like this Thor is going to strut away.
Just walk away. He doesn't even care at all. He's just walking away.
He's like, I'm a corporal now. I'm just leave. Fuck you guys.
He's done his job right now.
Yeah, so one Thor can't chase down another Thor because there's no speed boost to be added, and it does look like he will go away and has done significant damage to my economy. And
yeah, you basically lost way too many SCVs in that. In the middle of a transfer, there's nothing you could have done. It was kind of...
Oh, I could have pulled them back. The Thor does have a slight splash damage on the spot. It's very small. It's sometimes really hard to notice, but it does have splash, and that did help slaughter most of my SCVs.
Yeah.
And it does look like I'm trying to repair some of my Vikings up, and we'll hopefully send them back up. But with the Terran advantage of having mules,
Yeah.
I called down 3 mules instantly, and my money should go back up. And I really need to get more SCVs on those refineries. Yeah. Gas is very important for the Terran mech army. You're really usually gas starved the entire time, and you have tons of surplus minerals.
Exactly. We do have Terran vehicle weapons upgrades coming for the blue Terran player, so his Thors will become that much more potent, and he's just getting siege tech himself right now.
Yeah, so at this point I do realize that I am falling behind. He's taken a significant hit to my economy, and I realize I have to do damage back to him, so I am kind of going in, and at the same time he is sending a Thor back to my base to harass my mineral line once again. And this Thor could not have come at a better time, knowing my army is all the way at his side. If you look over there, my army has engaged. His army, my tanks are sieged, my SCVs are repairing, and this army should be decimated. With 2 siege tanks, 2 Thors, and SCVs repairing, there isn't much he can do. But he has done significant damage once again to my mineral line, as my attention is elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. This Thor is just having a field day.
Yeah.
24 kills so far.
And you can see I noticed now, and I do transfer my SCVs back to the other side. And I do have one Thor that has just spawned back here, and he has, well, the damage has been done. It depends on me now if I can do the damage back to him.
Yeah, exactly.
My economy has been shattered, and I am trying to fortify up against his, and hopefully I can shell down that expansion, just completely destroy that command center to even up the odds.
There we go. Very nice push by Truth here, getting this command center out of the way. But now this one siege tank right here, taking a shit on the siege tank right down here.
Now, I always said before that I've been lucky in these 1v1 games, and I'm going to show you my luck in action right away, right in action, midway through a game. As my tanks come up, he shells his own barracks, and soon he will scream in agony about misclicking. I don't know why he would aim for my Vikings, but I found that hilarious that he missed, and he couldn't stop my Thors from getting up the ramp. My Vikings do land behind his mineral line, and they are going to work on those SCVs. My Thors have walked in. I've stopped the Thor from doing any more harass, I think, in my own base, because There is something flying away. No,
Yeah, it's flying right back.
yeah, as my opponent screams in agony that he misclicked and shot down his own barracks to let me just take the game from him.
I'm just watching right now, and I have a smile from ear to ear right now, just laughing at that misclick. I feel really bad for MadMonarch right now. He actually had this pretty well defended. 3 siege tanks right here, easily keep these stores from coming into the base. But
yeah, this game would have been a lot longer than it is right now because I have done significant damage to both his lines now because of that misclick. This game probably would have gone on for a lot longer. It was actually pretty fair. It was actually a very fun matchup. I thought I was having a lot of fun playing against this guy. I was very frantic and jumping back and forth with his early pressure. But it does look like I've killed off all his NCV. Look at the income tab. He is at 0. I do have 19, so I am still producing back home. And he is frantically going for his island expansion, but there isn't much he can do right now.
yeah.
And he says I'm a lucky kiddo, which, I'm not going to complain there. I was pretty lucky in this matchup, and I thought it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, this is, I feel bad for him, but you know what? It was a good game, though. It was back and forth. Really nice harass by MadMonarch with his Thor ships, because those just worked really nice. Took a shit on your SCVs, man.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I underestimated the power of the Thor ship. I was trying to, if you look a little higher up, you can see barracks with tech labs being formed. So I wanted to put some marauders down to protect myself against those Thors. But by the time the game ended, it was already over. And yeah, this actually was a pretty frantic match. I had to realize I had to do damage back to him, so I sent my army in with a few SCVs to repair and just help, and it worked out.
Yeah, good game from both from Truth and MadMonarch right here. So this has been another game from the SC Chronicles. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
Peace.